Oh, now it's live. All right, now you ready? That's all I got, baby. Oh, that's not dancing, but okay. Yeah, I can headbang. Oh, the one here? Oh, okay. Hey, well, watch the blurry too, because sometimes it gets blurry because of the net. So just tell, like, tell Naya or tell Sammy before that, hey, you're blurry. If it gets blurry, hey, Naya, zoom out and zoom back in again. Ladies and gentlemen, ready for baseball broadcast number one, the 2021 season. We are all thankful to be back on baseball. We are all ready to go. Fort Bend Christian hosting Second Baptist. Slated for a 7 o'clock start. We'll see how close to 7 o'clock we can get. Go through the starting lineups with you. Starting lineup for Second Baptist. I have some last names, is about all I have. Batting first, playing center field, number 9, Pitts. Batting second, playing left field, number 12, Weiser. Batting third, the pitcher spot, DH, will be number 24, Callaway. Courtney is the pitcher, number 17. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 13, Pettit. Batting fifth, playing shortstop, number 10, Reddy. Batting in the sixth spot, playing right field, number 14, Baker. Batting seventh at catcher, number 4, Diaz. Batting eighth, third baseman, number 6, Willis. And batting ninth, second baseman, number 2, Rivers. Fort Bend Christian taking the field. Batting first and pitching, number 2 will be Craig Kelly. I've seen 3 games so far this year, and Craig has been the starting pitcher in each one of them. Batting second for the Eagles, playing shortstop, number 8, Benji Elizondo. Batting third for the Eagles, number 11, playing center field, Jordan Kelly. We'll talk a little bit about Jordan and the week he had last week. Getting some accolades, getting some awards for his play last week. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 14, Brady Dever. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 1, Chandler Bean. Batting sixth, left fielder, number 4, Marcos Romo. Batting seventh, number 15, playing right field, Clay Kirsch. Batting in the eighth spot, catcher, number 9, Blaine Baird. And batting ninth, playing second base, number 27, Sam Wadlington. Very, very happy to be able to bring to you this game. Very happy to be watching some baseball. Leading off for second Baptist will be center fielder Pitts. First pitch will be called a strike on the inside corner. 0-1 to Pitts. And after one pitch, we're going to have a quick talk from the catcher and pitcher. They've done some work together. Kelly and Baird. A little bit chilly tonight. Everybody wearing the sweatshirts and the jackets. Beautiful day today. Beautiful evening tonight. I'm guessing somewhere around 55 to 60 degrees out right now. Here's the 0-1. That's a line drive shot. Base hit for Pitts. Marcos Romo's going to pick that up, toss it in. Pitts gets a leadoff single just out of the reach of Elizondo. Next up for Second Baptist, left fielder Weiser. Number 12. Squares around a bunt. Blaine Baird's going to throw that one down to second base. Ball got there, just couldn't be handled. He had a shot at him right there. That's a good gun. Pitts off and running on the first pitch of the at-bat. Baird had a good throw on that one. Pitts had a good enough jump to get there. He's standing on second base. And it was called a ball, so 1-0 count. Pitch coming in from Kelly. That's going to be high. Ball 2. Two-0 count into Weiser. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. Looks like Weiser. That one's going to be just a little up. 3-0 count now. Weiser. See if he's taken all the way on this one. That's going to be low. 4-pitch walk for Craig Kelly. Maybe he's got to get himself warmed up a little bit too. It is chilly out here. Next up for Second Baptist will be the designated hitter, number 24, Callaway. And that's going to be a ball inside. And it's going to be a foul. Jammed him a little bit on the inside corner. Game was moved from last night. We would not have been able to broadcast last night. Happy to have a chance to broadcast it tonight. Kind of put together this crew. Nia White, Sammy Williams on camera. A little bit later on, you'll hear Sammy take her baseball debut. She'll take over the microphone. Here's the pitch just inside on that curveball. Jalen Zuber on switching tonight. 2-1 count into Callaway. Runners on first and second base. Nobody out. Top of the first. That ball is just inside. Gets away from Baird. Runners are both going to move up. You're going to have runners on second and third base. Probably be ruled a pass ball. 3-1 pitch. That's going to be tapped, just foul. Good pitch by Kelly. Bring this to a full count. Don't really have a lot of stats tonight. We did some looking up online. We're not able to find a lot of stats for either one of these teams. Nice pitch by Kelly to get that fly ball out into left. He's going to get the out. That's a beautiful throw from Marcos Romo to keep the runner at second. Second Baptist will get the sacrifice fly to get a run in, and we have one out. I'm just saying, that was a really nice-looking throw by Romo. Kind of letting everybody know he will throw you out from the outfield. Nice job. Marcos Romo, also a member of the broadcast team. Did a lot of football for us this year. That curveball is going to get called a strike to Pettit, first baseman Pettit. Kelly checks the runner at second. It's going to be another curveball, strike to Pettit, 0-2, and it looks like it's possible. Craig's getting a little bit warmed up. That's going to be popped up to the right side. Right fielder camping underneath of it. It's play made by Clay Kirsch. And we got two outs. Runner stays at second base. Clay Krish. I should learn how to read. It's my daughter, Sammy, tells me it's Krish, not Kirsch. And indeed it is. We got two outs. Nice job by Kelly to bounce back here after second and third, nobody out. That was just called a little bit inside. This is shortstop, number 10, Reddy, at the plate for Second Baptist. Two outs, runner on second base. That one's going to be a little bit low. 2-0 count into Reddy. Not much of a breeze. If there is anything, it is coming in from center field. It'll be hard to drive the ball tonight. That's another beautiful curveball. Last couple of hitters, Craig has worn out that inside curveball as it looks like it's coming right at the hitter, and they've kind of been bailing a bit. Nice job on that one to get his first strike call. 2-1 count. That one's a bit high. 3-1. Craig Kelly, a senior. Battery mate Blaine Baird, a junior. 3-1 pitch. That's going to be just low. That's pretty close right there, but he's gonna get the walk. Walk to Reddy, bringing up right fielder Baker. First pitch to Baker's going to be in the dirt. Ball. Check swing. Nice dig by Baird. Keep in front of him. Runners at first and second, two outs. Second Baptist does have a run on a hit so far. That's a strike right at the knees, outside corner. Nice movement on that pitch by Kelly. 1-1. 1-1 into Baker. There's a swing and a miss on a fastball. One, two with two outs. Craig Kelly trying to get through this first inning. Here's a spin move out to second base. Keep the runners close. Here's your 1-2 pitch. There it is. There's that inside curveball. He's been getting guys on that one in the first inning. He got a lot of good calls on that one. He gets the strikeout. So what could have been really bad, second and third with nobody out, turns into only one run given up by Kelly. An excellent job to come back and keep the damage to a minimum. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back with the bottom of the first. Eagles coming up in the bottom of the first inning. Like to get that run back, maybe a couple more if we can have a strong first inning. Craig Kelly will lead off. Lefty swing and righty pitching. Craig's got some pop and some speed along with that beautiful curveball. He'll be followed by Benji Elizondo and Jordan Kelly. If you saw anything on social media this week, Jordan Kelly, I have to get the name of it, named the Texas something 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 player of the week last week. Played a couple of scheduled games and then a tournament here at Fort Bend Christian. And Jordan batted .616 with 2 home runs and something like, 13 or 14 RBIs. Jordan plays some center field. He's played some shortstop. He could probably even pitch or something, who knows. Jordan is a Princeton commit. He'll be joining FBCA graduate Caden Cram next year at Princeton. Both of them will be on the same Princeton baseball team. Kind of nice to have 2 FBC players at Princeton playing baseball at the same time. All right, here comes Craig Kelly. Craig would love to do a little bit of damage here himself. First pitch is going to be called outside. 1-0 pitch into Kelly. That's going to be called a strike. Just down that outside corner. 1-1 pitch into Craig. That was going to be called a strike as well. Good placement right at the knees for Courtney. Oh, it's a beautiful swing by Kelly. He took a curveball on 1-2 and just slapped it over the left side of the infield. Kelly ends up with a single. Gave up a single to start the top of the first, gets a single to start the bottom of the first. Nice job. Now you get Benji Elizondo, shortstop. First pitch into Benji. He's going to hit a fly out towards left field. That'll be fielded by Weiser. He was aggressive. He went after the first pitch. It was a strike, and he went after it. Just hit it too close to the left fielder. Bringing up Jordan Kelly. Already told you the kind of week Jordan had, so here's hoping he can keep that one going. Hit a couple of bombs last week. I have yet to see him hit a bomb, but, you know, you never know. Cold night like this, get a hold of one, pull it out to right field. I would not mind seeing that at all. That's going to be just outside. You get this home plate view. There we go. You'll be able to see the pitches. You'll be able to see inside and outside as well. Jalen Zuber switching his first baseball game. A lot of action, a lot of camera angles to take. Running 3 cameras for you this evening. Nia White on wide and Sammy Williams trying to get some of the close-up shots for you. That's going to be a slap out into left field, and Jordan Kelly is going to end up with the base hit as well. That's a good job to fight off that pitch. And Jordan Kelly gets a second hit in the bottom of the first inning for the Fort Bend Eagles. And that brings up Brady Devers. He's swinging left-handed as well. Brady does play quarterback for our football team that went farther than any football team of Fort Bend Christian ever has. Regional finals, 1 game away from going to a Final Four position. Brady had an excellent season as a sophomore at quarterback, having a good season for baseball as well. First pitch into Devers. And he's going to get the call right at the knees, outside corner. Pretty close. Give him the call as usual, umpires give consistent calls. Batters can adjust. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on that off speed. Good looking pitch by Courtney. (0-2) with 1 out. Runners on first and second base. Nice job. Hustle down the line by Devers. It's going to be a fielder's choice. Kelly is out at second. Craig Kelly gets to third base. So we got first and third with 2 outs. And here comes Chandler Bean. Chandler just making it into Fort Bend Christian this year. Chandler's got a little bit of pop on the bat. Good average. Again, I wish I had all the averages in front of me. What I have is what the guys say in class and in the hallways. So I know Chandler's having a pretty good season so far. Love to get a base hit right here and tie this game up. And pitcher-catcher talk. Happy to be able to bring these games to you. This is the only game we'll be bringing before the spring break, which for the high school ends up being a 2-week spring break after Eagle Week is canceled. Eagle Week was scheduled for next week, a week where Fort Bend Christian High School students all spend a week of service. Well, it was canceled this year. It got canceled in January. So high schoolers will have a 2-week spring break for the first time ever. So we won't have any more games to broadcast until we return. Throw over to first, and Devers gets back. Still waiting for the first pitch to Chandler Bean. He went on that off-speed pitch. 0-1 to Bean. March 25th, we'll have a softball game, our first softball game to broadcast, and March 26th, we'll be right back over here for a varsity baseball game. Broadcasting 6 baseball and 6 softball games this season. 0-1 pitch to Bean. That's going to be low. Good movement on that pitch, though. I'm telling you, it looks pretty good until about the last 10 feet. Be a disciplined hitter to lay off that. Time called by Bean. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. Second Baptist with 1 run off of 1 hit in the first, top of the first. Eagles with no runs on 2 so far. Like to get something going here. That ball's in the dirt. Craig Kelly cannot score from third, but Devers does get to second base. And the coach and the catcher kind of discussing what happened right there. 2-1 pitch into Chandler. He flies one out towards center field. He got a hold of one here. And that's going to find the ground. That was a really nice play. Nice try by Pitts. He chased it down. That ball was slicing off towards the right-hand side, but I told her Chandler Bean's got some pop in the bat. And that base hit, that double by Bean, is going to bring in 2 runs, and the Eagles lead 2-1. Here we are on the bottom of the first, and now with Chandler on second base, another chance. Marcos Romo comes up to bat. He grounds one towards third base. Romo with some speed, and your throw is that's gonna get him. That was Willis over to Pettit. Eagles get 3 hits in the bottom of the first inning. Score 2 runs off of those 3 hits. And the Eagles are going to go to the second inning with a 2-1 lead. This year, for the first time ever, we have started having sponsors for the broadcast program. One of our sponsors this year is Memorial Hermann. We'd like to thank Memorial Hermann. Memorial Hermann Healthcare System. Visit memorialhermann.org to find a physician. Access your electronic medical record, make an in-person appointment, or schedule a virtual visit. That's memorialhermann.org. Memorial Hermann, advancing health and personalizing care. Again, very thankful to the sponsors that we have had this year during football season and volleyball season, during basketball and soccer season, and now just as we start the spring season, very thankful to businesses and some individuals that have stepped up to help us get the equipment that we need, help us to outfit these students who are out here on cool nights like this. We are very appreciative for all of their help. Craig Kelly on the mound, getting ready for his second inning of work. Second scored 1 in the top of the first. Leading off is going to be the catcher, Diaz. Kelly's first pitch, second inning. Going to be just outside. Kind of a curveball, but he's throwing it with a little bit of really some good lateral movement, almost like a slider. Can't quite tell from this angle, but it looks pretty good. Hard to lay off that pitch. There's a fastball, blows it by Diaz. Evens up the count at 1-1. There's your curveball, just inside that time. He misses, so 2-1. 2-1 into Diaz. Second Baptist sent 6 batters up to the plate in the first inning. That was just a little bit low, maybe shin high or so, and 3-1 count now to Diaz. That's going to be called ball 4. Diaz gets on board to start. 2 innings in a row to start this game off. Second Baptist has put their leadoff runner on base. brings up your third baseman, number 6, Willis. Kelly gets the sign. And runner's off. Good jump by Diaz. Pitch was called a strike, but Diaz will get a stolen base on that one. So very hard at this level to have developed a strong enough arm to throw out runners stealing second. Been watching a lot of high school baseball at Fort Bend Christian for a long time, and in my time in Miami as well. That's a tough thing to do, throw out runners at second. That ball is low. 1-1 count into Willis. He's got a runner on second. That's a beautiful curveball. Foul tip. Straight back towards Jalen Zuber. Would have caught that one if he had gotten to him. 1-2 count. One, 2 to Willis. Kelly's got to be thinking about a hook possibly again. He's had some success with that one. Probably his best pitch, and there it is. That's a line drive in between short and third. Here comes Romo up with the ball. He's going to fire it in towards Baird. That is going to be an RBI single for Willis. So a walk, stolen base, and a single evened up this game for Second Baptist. It's going to bring up the 9th spot, second baseman Rivers. He's going to bunt. That's going to go foul. Oh, 1 pitch with nobody out. And Willis standing on second base. He's going to go for third. That bunt's going to go foul. Bean had it covered if it stayed fair. It does not. An 0-2 count to Rivers. That curveball doesn't break in. Kind of breaks over the head of Rivers for ball 1. 1-2 count. Coach Mark Jones in his second year with Fort Bend Christian Academy. Second or third year, I'm forgetting. He was at Kempner High School forever. Glad to have him and his wealth of knowledge here. And that's a strikeout for Kelly. You got Rivers swinging. Greg Kelly gets his second strikeout of the game. Kelly appears in and back up to the top with Pitts. Certainly Pitts isn't considering a bunt after the way he swung the bat to start off the game. Nice line drive base hit he got, and he was the one that scored on the sacrifice fly by Callaway. I'm sorry, some strange technical difficulties happening. I know with one of the cameras. That's a ball. 1-0 into Pitts. And that one's going to be just low for ball 2. Ball high. 3-0 count now into Pitts. Here's a 3-0 pitch from Kelly. It's going to be a strike. Got the fastball in there. 3-1 count for Craig. Runner on second is Willis. He got an RBI in this inning to tie it up. That's, just going to be low. Not getting the low count. The low call. That's going to be a ball to Weiser. Weiser playing left field tonight. Got a walk in the first inning. Runners on first and second for Second Baptist. 1 out. Ball is high. Ball 2. Fastball. Oh, I'm sorry. That's off speed. That was a changeup. Weiser was expecting a fastball way out in front of that one. 2-1. 2-1 with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Again, Kelly trying to control a little bit of the damage. 1 run already in tonight. It's a fly ball out towards center field. And Jordan Kelly's got that one easy. Fires it back in. If I haven't mentioned also, Jordan Kelly does have a good arm. The kid can throw you out from center field. He's got kind of a Carlos Correa shortstop kind of build. And he doesn't throw it as hard as Carlos Correa does yet. But he will throw you out from center or from short. That brings up designated hitter Callaway. He got the first run on the board for Second Baptist with a sacrifice fly out to left field. Kelly starts him with a curveball. It's not going to get the call. He's getting that call in the first inning. Anything on the inside corner was kind of called. That one might have been a little bit farther in. Got to be careful with Courtney. His sacrifice fly. There's a swing and a miss. Sacrifice fly in the first was pretty deep. Romo probably had to catch it about 20 feet in front of the fence. 1-1 count into Callaway. Into Callaway. Time is called first. Pitts has scored in this inning like he did in the first. Not sure where that pitch was. I'm just saying. Not sure where that one was. It looked like he caught right across the outside part of the plate. It is called a ball. 2-1. Now you have to come into a guy who obviously swings the bat for the fence each time he swings. That's going to be a pass ball. And runner's going to move up to second and third. And they're going to intentionally walk Callaway to load the bases up. Bringing up first baseman, number 13, Pettit. He's going to have bases loaded with 2 outs. Ball 1. And Pettit's going to smack that one foul. 1-1 count. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Bases are loaded for Second Baptist. That's a beautiful curveball. Catch that inside corner again. That was going to be outside. 2-2 count. So, I think pretty much all 9 players of Fort Bend Christian were walking off the field after that pitch, thinking that they had the strike. Instead, it's a 3-2 with 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Everybody will be moving. That's going to be a line drive right at Elizondo. Got the out anyway. So Pettit flew out in the first and lines out in the second for the third out. And once again, the damage is limited. Second Baptist puts 1 run on the board. The top of the second. Score is 2-2. Heading into the bottom of the second inning. We'll be right back.
Am I gonna talk now? Hello. Wait, is it on? Oh.
Yeah, that was the first time you'll hear Samantha Williams today. All right, so for Fort Bend Christian Academy coming up to bat in bottom of the second. Leadoff right here is going to be Clay Kirsch. Clay Krish, right fielder. First pitch into him. Fastball, swing and a miss. 0-1 to Krish. Oh, 1 pitch. That was going to be a line drive over the second baseman's head. That's a base hit for Clay. And we're starting off again with a base hit. 2 innings, 2 leadoff singles for the Eagles. And up comes catcher Blaine Baird. We're over here judging people by their walk-up songs. Rightfully so in Blaine's case. He's got to work on that one. Number 9, Blaine Baird. Star linebacker for Fort Bend Christian's football team as well. Excellent season he had this year. And pitcher's going to check over to first base. It's a throwaway. It's going to be an error on the pitcher. Right field is going to collect the ball. He's going to toss it in. So Chris is going to end up on second base. Set up nicely for Baird. If he can make some contact and get a base hit here. Still a 0-0 count to Baird now. Here's your first pitch into Baird. That's going to be high. Good pop on it. Ball drops out of Diaz's glove, but not far enough for Chris to go anywhere. Second Baptist, 2 runs on 2 hits. Eagles, 2 runs on now 4 hits after Chris's single. That ball's going to be low. Off speed pitch, 2-0 into Baird. It's been a good rivalry between these two teams. I'd say probably in the 2 decades plus that I've been here, this has been the biggest baseball rivalry that we've had. And it's going to be popped up to the right side. Second baseman underneath of it and makes the catch right on the foul line. 1 out. So with Chris standing on second base, senior Sam Wadlington's going to come up to bat. Sam playing second base today, hitting in the 9 hole, and Craig Kelly's on deck. It's going to be called a strike right at the knees. 0-1 into Wadlington. Chris staying pretty close to the bag on second base. And Wadlington slaps one up the middle. He's going to be thrown out. Chris will take third base. Close play there. Good hustle by Wadlington to get down the line, but it's going to be a 6-3 throw out. Craig Kelly will come up to bat with a runner on third base and 2 outs. Chance to retake this lead. Kelly again pitching right-handed. Here he's again batting left-handed. That's going to be a called strike. Curveball outside corner. Pitched by Courtney. Now this rivalry goes way, way back to my first year here in 1997. These teams squared up a couple of times, entered the same district the next year. We've been fighting each other ever since. Foul tip. Kelly's going to be down 0-2. 2 outs. Chris standing on third base after getting a base hit. A lot of good ball players have come through these two teams. Ball player with probably the most well-known name from Fort Bend Christian, Mark Lowe, graduating in 2002, I believe. Played with 3 or 4 Major League Baseball teams, pitched in 2 World Series with the Texas Rangers. And Kelly fouls one off to the left-hand side. Good protective swing there. There's some pretty sharp baseball teams back when Lowe was here. Fort Bend Christian contending for the Final Four just about every year he was here. Some really good baseball being played at this field for many, many years now. That ball is in the dirt. Chris can't go anywhere as Diaz makes a nice block. One, two, with 2 down. Runner at third. Courtney trying to keep him at third. And Kelly fouls another one off. Kelly singled in the leadoff spot for the Eagles in the first inning. He came around to score along with Jordan Kelly. Along with Benji Elizondo, I think, came in. Brady Depper, one of those two. Eagles scored 2 anyway. That ball is high. Those two came in on Chandler Bean's double just off the glove of center fielder Pitts. Your pitch, and Kelly again fouls that one off. That's going to be out of play. He's wearing out the left side. Sending a couple Eagles bench players to find out where those foul balls are landing. Decent crowd, both sides, for a chilly Wednesday evening. Kind of a makeup game, supposed to be played last night. So nice to have 40, 50 people in the stands for your side, and Second Baptist brought about 20 people with them. Chilly evening. That pitch is low as well. We're going to go to 3-2. Nice job by Kelly to fight off an 0-2 count. 3 foul balls now, and he's back to 3-2. There's your 3-2 pitch. That's going to be outside. Kelly does an excellent job of working that at bat from what looks like a possible strikeout or a pop-up. Stays alive, gets the walk, and Elizondo, shortstop, will come up to bat. Here's a fly ball victim out into left field first inning. Both Kelly and Courtney made some good pitches and limited some damage, but both of them have allowed some base runners. Now we've got Kelly on first and Chris at third. That pitch is low. Elizondo, we'd like to see him put a little something on the ball right here. Get his first base hit of the night and put the Eagles ahead. The fly, oh, that's a beautiful line drive out to center field. He's going to do just that. Beautiful swing by Elizondo. Line drive, nobody's catching that one. Out to Pitts. Scoops it up, throws it in, but not before Chris scores. And the Eagles go up 3-2 on their 5th base hit. Elizondo's first base hit, he gets an RBI. That's going to bring up Jordan Kelly. Runners on first and second base with 2 outs. Here's your big hitter. I'd like to see him do some damage right here as well. Puts a swing on one, flies it way, way out to the left-hand side, and that's going to land foul. Just off the end of the bat. Mentioned already, Jordan better get used to the cold weather because next year he goes to Princeton University. Be the next Ivy Leaguer, Fort Bend Christian Academy. Our second Princeton baseball player. He'll join Caden Cram there. Able to watch some baseball. Be watching those two play on TV next year. Jordan's sister already up in Michigan. She knows what the cold is like. Here's your 0-1 pitch. That's inside. 1-1. 1-1 count into Kelly. 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. Eagles just took the lead on Elizondo's RBI single. Scoring Krish. Craig Kelly on second base. Elizondo on first. And Jordan Kelly waiting to do some more damage. So pitching, that's going to be just inside, looks like. You could tell Courtney was kind of expecting that call, didn't get it. Him and Craig Kelly have both had a couple of pitches that have been like that, but maybe a little bit of a tight strike zone. 2-1 count. If you're pitching, that's going to be the same spot. Down a little bit in, so 3-1 to Jordan. If they're going to pitch to him, here's his chance to put a charge into one. Here's your 3-1 pitch. That's going to be down. Ball 4. Jordan Kelly gets a walk, and Brady Devers comes up. Fielder's choice in the first inning. 3 runs on the board, 2 RBIs by Chandler Bean. He's on deck. 1 RBI by Elizondo in this inning. Going to have a coaches meeting at the mound. Go here and talk to Courtney. Brady Devers is going to be coming up to bat when this meeting is over. Remember some of the games that we have had between these teams, a couple of years where Second Baptist had been coached by the likes of Lance Berkman and Fort Bend Christian coached by Woody Williams. So a couple of major leaguers going head-to-head in some of those games. Played a game at Minute Maid Park between these two, and Fort Bend Christian came out on top of that game a couple years back. That was fun. Devers comes up to bat with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Devers batting lefty right here. Pitch count for both Craig Kelly and Second Baptist pitcher Courtney. They've both got to be pretty high for 2 innings. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be outside. Diaz doing his best to frame these pitches. You can tell he's got a lot of innings behind the plate. He's not a professional at it yet, but he's pretty good at framing those pitches. And there's a big swing by Devers. That's going to hit the top of the net and bounce back, but oh, 1 into Brady. Fort Bend Christian football team lending a couple of its players to the baseball team here. Brady's one of them. That ball's in the dirt. Nice block again by Diaz. He's been strong behind the plate so far. A couple of big blocks like that. Kelly will be aggressive. He'll try his best to get home on a pass ball with 2 outs. 2-1 pitch into Devers. That's way, way over the head of Diaz. That's going to bring Craig Kelly home. Eagles going to get a run on the wild pitch. You can see Craig with the best hair on the team. Undoubtedly the best hair on the team. It's going to score the 4th run for Fort Bend Christian. 2 runs in the first and now 2 runs in the second. 1 RBI and then that 1 wild pitch. Brady Devers bats now with runners on second and third and a 3-1 count. Here's your pitch. It's going to be a strike. Swing and a miss by Devers on that off speed. It'll look like a fastball coming in. Devers was kind of licking his chops and putting that one in a gap somewhere. Base hit will score 2 as Jordan Kelly got some speed. There's a shot out towards short. That's going to be off the glove of the shortstop. That's going to be a base hit because that just ate him up. That was a very, very tough ball to pick up. Eagles going to get 2 more runs, and this score is going to go up from 2-2 to 6-2 here in the bottom of the second inning. That's a tough one. There are major league shortstops that are going to make that pickup, or they're going to think that's a tough pickup. Just off the glove. Off the glove of Reddy. And a base hit brings up Chandler Bean. First inning double for 2 RBIs for Bean. And check swing is going to say he did check it. Not a strike. So 1-0 pitch to Bean. Courtney had a little something extra on that one, but it was high. Still 2 out for the Eagles. Devers gets 2 RBIs on that last play. Ball outside to Bean, 2-0 count. Bean looking in at a 2-0 pitch. That's going to be up and out. 3-0. I wonder if Courtney's getting a little bit tired. Like I said, him and Craig Kelly have both pitched a lot of balls so far, a lot of pitches so far. .30 pitch is going to be called a strike, being taken all the way. Now Chandler can wait on one here. Probably a fastball coming in. See if he can put a charge into one. You know Devers can run. I saw him run all football season. A lot of yards for that kid. 3-1 pitch is going to be called a strike. Bean had already tossed the bat down. Maybe a little up and out, he thought, but 3-2 count. Full count. Devers will be on the move on the pitch. If Chandler can put a line drive somewhere in the outfield, Devers with the speed might be able to get all the way home. Here's the pitch. That's high, and Bean will indeed walk. So Chandler Bean, 2 RBI double and now a walk. Brings up Marcos Romo. Romo grounded out to end the first inning, and now here he is in the second inning. And we're going to have the second visit by a coach, which means we're going to have a new pitcher. Looks like Courtney's going to leave the game. I'm trying to see. It looks like one of the position players is coming into pitch. I can't get a number on him. This is going to be, no, not one of the position players. This is number 1, and you have to forgive me. Can't read the writing here. Fewer or Fever. I can't really see if that's a U or a V into here, but Courtney leaves the game. I'm just going to go ahead and go with Fever. Might be Fever, might be Fewer. My apologies to anyone watching from Second Baptist. My inability to pronounce that name correctly. Fever's done warming up. He's warming up in the bullpen before that one. So here comes Marcos Romo. Eagles have put 4 on the board here at the bottom of the second. They lead 6-2. Marcos Romo's walk-up song, a little bit of disco it sounds like. Gotta love that. Well, if you're as old as I am, you gotta love that. Happy to have this evening Nia White and Sammy Williams on camera. Happy to have Jalon Zuber at switcher. We'll get different kids in here all year long, all season long. Do these home district games for you. And if either one of these teams goes to the playoffs, we'll probably try to put that on TV too. Softball or baseball goes to the playoffs. We'll have it for you at Fort Bend Christian Academy.tv. That's a ball high by Fever. Romo would like to keep this inning going. Eagles have had a good inning so far. That's a curveball. That's a nice curveball, too. There's a lot of break on that pitch. 1-1 count to Romo. Another curveball is going to be called for a strike. Tomas Romo, older brother of Marcos, is at Texas A&M working with Texas A&M's 12th Man Productions. A couple of students that we have in broadcast class right now are thinking about doing that same thing. Take what they do here and bring it to A&M or one of the other universities. Timeout called by Romo. Pitcher took too long. That's what we try to do, the broadcast classes, give these kids a chance to promote their friends, promote these teams, promote the school, and maybe even promote themselves. Put together a highlight reel of what they've done. And there's swing and a miss, strike three. Romo ends up striking out to end the second inning, an inning where the Eagles put 4 runs on the board. And we're going to take a 6-2 lead. We've handed Craig Kelly a 4-run lead. Let's see what he can do with it. One of the other sponsors that we want to say thank you to is Vic Construction. Vic Construction is an award-winning remodeling company located in Sugar Land, Texas, serving the Houston area, providing exceptional remodeling services to home and small business owners. The company is family-owned and operated with over 60 years of combined experience in project design and construction. With a quality-first philosophy, we firmly believe that our clients' lives are being improved through the services we provide. Improve your world with Vic Construction. Happy to have Vic Construction on board this year. They've been one of our full-year sponsors. We've got 3 different companies that have been full-year sponsors. So glad to have this extra help with the money that we've gotten. We've upgraded the cameras that we use. We've upgraded the equipment to put us online. We've upgraded the Wi-Fi for the trailer that we use. All right, here's Craig Kelly. And for inning number 3, first pitch into Reddy is going to be a ball. Reddy playing shortstop. Here's ball 2 inside. Had that very, very tough grounder by Dever last inning. That's going to be a strike called. 2-1. And that's a ground ball foul by Reddy for a 2-2 count. RBIs so far, Second Baptist by Willis and a sacrifice fly by Callaway. RBIs by the Eagles, 1 for Elizondo, 2 for Dever, 2 for Bean, and the wild pitch got the other run in. That's going to be a ball outside. So 3-2 to the first batter of the inning. Three-two count, and the ball's grounded out towards Bean. He gobbles it up, fires over to Devers, and he's got him. Ground out 5-3 for Reddy. Brings up the right fielder, Baker. Baker's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, one of the 2 strikeout victims thus far by Craig Kelly. Starts him off with a curveball, and that's going to catch that inside corner. 0-1. I said this is the 3rd time I've seen Craig pitch this year, and that curveball has been dynamite each time. That's a curveball. That's going to be low. One count with 1 out. And there's that curveball again. I'm not standing right behind home plate. I'm pretty close to it. That looks like I don't know, 80% of his curveballs come to the inside of these right-handed hitters. That ball's going to be smacked up the middle. Tough bounce for Elizondo. That's probably going to be a base hit. That ball took a really strange hop right before it got to Benji. And he had to adjust his glove and reach up there and didn't get a good grip on the baseball. So we'll see what the official scorer gives. I'm going to go ahead and put single down for Baker. So with one out, Diaz, catcher tonight, he's done some good work behind the plate for Second Baptist. Let's see if Baker's going to be on the move here. 2 stolen bases by Second Baptist so far. That pitch is high for ball 1. Kelly's been able to limit some damage done by Second Baptist so far. Here's your pitch, and a swing and a miss. Got it by Diaz that time. Baird thinking about throwing over to try to get Baker at first. Leading off a little bit too far. Baird's got a gun. Saw him a couple of games ago pick off a guy from first base in that same manner. Got a little bit too far off base with the pitch, and he gunned him out. Here's your pitch on the inside corner, strike 2. 1-2 now to Diaz. That looked like it might have been in the inside corner, but Diaz being the smart catcher, he knows you're not going to complain about that one as long as you keep getting the same call. 1-2 pitch, 1 out. And there goes the runner. It's a strikeout called. Baker's going to get to second base, but Diaz going to strike out. Third strikeout by Kelly. And there are 2 outs in the inning. Baker standing on second base now. Third stolen base by Second Baptist this evening. And here comes Willis, who has a single and an RBI in the first inning, or second inning, sorry. Curveball flies it out towards center field. This is going to be some trouble, but Jordan Kelly runs that one down. Turns out it was no trouble at all. He gets some deceptive speed as those long legs go chugging from center field to right center field. It looked like that one might have had a chance to get down, but it did not. Jordan Kelly gets the third out, and there's the first blank inning. No runs, no hits. I'm sorry, 1 hit, no errors. And we're going to the bottom of the third inning, and the Fort Bend Christian Eagles are up 6-2 against Second Baptist. Sorry, I hit a 2 on here. Okay. No. And the next one's going to be actually the only ones we have. I don't have that one. So we're going to do those 2. Then I got a family that donated. So I'm just going to do a family. You don't have to do anything for that one. Got some rug, brother, in my day. I'm just do that. I can do that. Eagles coming up, bottom of the third inning. They've already put 6 runs on the board. Clay Krish is going to lead off the bottom of the third. He led off the bottom of the second inning with a base hit, a single. Came in to score one of our 4 runs in the second inning. As the Eagles batted around in the second. Here he comes up in the third. That's going to be a strike call, the outside corner. And Fever is going to get the going to get the strike call. Oh, 1 pitch. Curveball is going to get the call. He's got a nice looking curveball. I mean, maybe not quite as good as Craig Kelly's curveball, but nice looking pitch there for an 0-2 count into Krish. Wow, just like that, 1, 2, 3. Krish is a strikeout victim. Bringing up Blaine Baird, catcher for the Eagles. Second inning, Blaine flew out to right field. Here's the third inning, first time we have not gotten our leadoff guy on base so far. Here's your pitch to Baird, is way outside. One-0 pitch is going to be a called strike. Outside corner, 1-1 count to Baird. Here's your pitch, a curveball, fly out to center field, and Pitts will camp out underneath of it, and he'll make the catch. 2 outs. Baird flies out for the second time. And up comes senior Sam Wadlington. 3 seniors in this starting lineup: Craig Kelly, Jordan Kelly, and Sam Wadlington. Chandler Bean's a junior, but we count him as a senior. He's in the senior economics class. But these 3 seniors in the starting lineup helping this team out to, I think it's a 7-2 record is what I heard today. 7-2 to start off is pretty good by these guys. Ball outside from Fever. Wallington grounded out his first time up. Shortstop. Made it a good play, though. Almost beat it out. Curveball, and Wallington smacks it out towards second base this time. Right off the edge of the mound. That's going to be ground out to second. So a 1-2-3 inning. First one of those for Second Baptist. After 3 innings, folks, we've got Second Baptist with 2 runs on 2 hits. Fort Bend Christian with 6 runs on 6 hits. Inning number 4 coming up. Top of the fourth inning, you're going to see second baseman Rivers comes to the plate. That's a ball one to start him off. Greg Kelly still on the mound. Same lineup for the Eagles. That's ball too low. Rivers' only other at bat so far, he struck out, one of Kelly's 3 strikeout victims. Ooh. Kelly pegs Rivers right in the back on that one. The pitch is way inside. Curveball did not cut like he thought it was going to. And leadoff man is on board. What do you call that? On board the hard way. Hit by pitch. And here comes Pitts. Pitts has a single and scored and a walk and scored. Both of Second Baptist runs, I believe, have been from center fielder number 9. He's squaring around the bunt, but he's not going to be bunting. He's going to take that strike call. Nice fastball. Caught that outside corner. And he hits Pitts. 2 batters. And which coach this is, I've not gotten to know the baseball coaches aside from Mark Jones yet. Meeting on the mound is over with. Just checking on Craig. So another tough start to an inning. All right, first pitch in to Weiser. Going to be that inside curveball. After the last 2 batters got hit, you got to wonder if Weiser wasn't wondering if that curveball was coming at him. Kind of froze him. I'd throw 2 more of those to him and see if he could do something with it. Nobody out, runners on first and second. There's another one. Same pitch twice. Weiser didn't want anything to do with those first 2 curveballs across the plate. To see what Kelly comes up with next. 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be high. One, two, nobody out. Runners on first and second base. That's a curveball, just too far inside that time. It's going to make it a 2-2 count. Weiser so far has a walk and a single. There's another curveball. It was going to be fouled off. Count will stay at 2-2. Night has gotten a bit colder since we started. It's got to be down in the 40s right now is what it feels like. You're just sitting here watching baseball, but whew. Here's your 2-2. That one, again, is going to be called inside. Weiser was kind of bailing on that one a little bit as that thing looked like it was coming for him. 3-2 count, runners on first and second base with nobody out. Here's your curveball. It was hit out towards left field. Marcos Romo underneath of it. He's going to make the catch. There's your first out. First time we've retired Weiser. That's going to bring up the DH, Callaway. He's got a sacrifice fly to left for the first run of the game. And a walk last time at bat. First pitch in is going to hit him. third hit batsman of the inning. And that breaking ball just is not breaking like it was in the first couple of innings. Bases loaded for Second Baptist. 3 guys all hit by pitch. Going to get a pinch runner right now for Callaway. Let him go shake off that after getting hit by the pitch. He looks like he got hit kind of on the elbow or just above the elbow. So pinch runner will come in. He'll do the running, and then Callaway will enter back in next time he comes up to bat, likely. Bases are loaded, 1 out. 3 guys hit by pitches. That ball is low. Nice block by Baird. 1-0 pitch. Not sure who the first reliever is going to be. Probably one of the field players, as I don't see anybody warming up for Fort Bend Christian. Hard to see all the way over there. That ball is knocked out in towards left field. Romo's going to get it and fire it back in. It's going to keep it to a 1-run single. That is Pettit with a single. It's a single and an RBI, bringing the score to 6-3 on the third hit by Second Baptist. And here comes your shortstop, Reddy. He's got a fly out and a ground out thus far. He's got the bases loaded with 1 out. First pitch swinging. Pops that one way out towards right field. Ball's going to be dropped. That's going to be an E9 for Reddy, but he's going to get on base. Another run comes in at 6-4. Second Baptist doing some damage here in the top of the 4th. 2 runs in, bases are loaded. 1 out. Up to bat is number 14, right fielder Baker. He's got a strikeout and a single to his credit. Second Baptist, 4 runs on 3 hits so far. Reddy has 1 of those. Ball's in the dirt. I'm sorry, Baker has 1 of those. Strikeout and a single. 1-0 count as Kelly struggling to get through top of the 4th. Ground ball double play to be nice. That ball's outside. Eagles infield would love to make this thing up right here. That's a strike. Nice pitch. That's the kind of pitch where if Baker swings at it, he's probably going to just foul it off or he's going to ground into a double play. That's a beautiful pitch tailing away from him. Same thing right there. He pops that one up towards the right-hand side. Just into the dugout for Second Baptist. That was Brady Devers going over there trying to make a play. Two-two pitch. Kelly looking for his 4th strikeout here. He may be able to get one. Make the pitch right here. There's your curveball. Got him. Baker strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. 2 strikeouts to go with 1 single, and we've got 2 outs. So again, Kelly might be able to limit the damage down here if he can get Diaz. Diaz has a walk and a strikeout so far tonight. He comes up in the top of the 4th inning with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Again, Diaz, catcher, did an excellent job behind the plate, just like Baird. Both of them have had to be called on to block the ball a couple of times. First pitch, there it is again. The ball in the dirt, and run's going to score. going to be the pinch runner that came in for Callaway is going to score. Bringing the score to 6-5. 3 runs in the inning. 3 runs, and I'm looking, I think they've got 1 hit. 3 hit by pitch. 3 batters that have been hit by pitches. That's a ball high. 2-0 to Diaz. All 3 of them have scored now. It's a line drive by Diaz. Nice swing of the bat. Second Baptist is going to go from down by 4 to ahead by 1 here in the 4th inning. Diaz gets a double. Two RBIs for Diaz. Kelly struggling to get through this 4th inning. And looks like, yeah, here comes Coach. He's going to pull Kelly out. Craig fought hard on a cold night, but second time out this inning means that Craig Kelly's going to be done pitching for the evening. 7 runs on 4 hits for Second Baptist. 6 runs on 6 hits for Fort Bend Christian. Looks like Kelly. Let's see, you do some switching around here. See who's going where. It could be looks like we have a lot of switching going on. Looks like perhaps Sam Wadlington is going to move from second base to the mound. He will. So Wadlington comes in to pitch. Marcos Romo is going to move from left field. Looks like he's going to move over to second base. And then Craig Kelly is going to go out to left field. Second Baptist comes back storming. 5 runs in this inning to take the lead. Fort Bend Christian will send up their top of the lineup at the bottom of the 4th inning. Craig Kelly, Benji Elizondo, and Jordan Kelly will come up to bat. And hopefully a lot more Fort Bend Christian Eagles. Sam Wallington doesn't quite have the speed that Kelly brings to the mound, but Sam will hit the strike zone for the most part. He speed pitches strikes, and he'll put a little bit of pop on the ball. He'll work it up and down, in and out. Right now we need some strikes thrown, as Second Baptist has been able to put 7 runs on the board on only 4 hits. Sam, one of the other seniors, so 2 seniors have come to the mound for Fort Bend Christian. And for Second Baptist, you're going to have third baseman Willis coming to the plate. He's got a runner on second base. A pinch runner for Diaz as Diaz comes in with 2 outs so he can get ready to catch. One of those quirky high school rules. Speed up the game. I guess we're not going to complain about it. Wallington's first batter then he's going to face with a man on second base and 5 runs in the inning for second. First pitch by Wallington is going to be called a strike on that outside corner. Good start, get ahead of the hitter. Oh, 1 pitch with 2 outs. Wallington will step off. Willis so far has a single and an RBI and a flyout. Here's your 0-1 pitch. That's inside. Baird makes the catch on it. 1-1. 1-1 pitch inside corner. Got the call. 1-2. 1-2 pitch to Willis. Nice to get out of this inning right here and come back, take the lead back if you can in the fourth. Wallington comes in 1-2. That's a ground ball just past the third baseman, Bean. Here's Kelly, comes up firing from left field. The run will score. You've got the runner hung up. After an RBI single, his second RBI single of the game, Willis is going to end up making it to second base. Second Baptist takes an 8-6 lead now. 6 runs on the board in this fourth inning. Wallington winds up, and here's your pop-up. Be nice to get you out of the inning on this one. This is Elizondo underneath of it, and he's got the catch. A couple of those runs are going to end up being unearned after an E9 earlier in the inning. After that pop-up, third out. 6 runs in the inning. And Second Baptist leads 8-6. For the first time this year, we had one of Fort Bend Christian's families have stepped up to support Eagles on the Air. Eagles on the Air would like to thank the Fox family for the support of Eagles on the Air this year. The first ever family sponsor. We're thankful to have them with us. These sponsorships are available during this spring season. And as we begin next year, we'll be taking sponsorships. We've filled up both our fall and winter sponsorship queues. Loved having them. Like I said, with that money, we were able to buy quite a bit of equipment to be able to bring you a lot of extra games. Appreciate the extra work that these kids put in. Whoever comes up to bat. Oh, I'm just looking right now at the name. It's not Fever. I just got somebody handed me a note. F-E-U-E-R, so I'm going to go with Fewer. It was not a V, it was a U. So Ben Fewer is going to come up, and he's going to face leadoff Craig Kelly, who's now playing left field. Kelly's got a single and a walk, scored a run. First pitch in is going to be inside, ball 1. Bottom of the fourth. Eagles had a pretty good lead of 6-2. He raced last inning with 6 on the board for second. Kelly puts one out towards right field, hit well. Right fielder has to backtrack. If Kelly hit it anywhere but at the right fielder, that's a double at least. He tagged it. Doesn't get much from it, though. Nothing but an out. First time that Craig has been retired tonight. And up comes Benji Elizondo. Last time up, a single and an RBI for Benji. He's also got a fly out to left field in the first inning. Curveball starts him off from Fewer. Strike 1 called. That's going to be outside for a 1-1 count. Say hello to Eagles on the Air founder, Will Scott. Will Scott finishing up at Syracuse, or what we call ESPN University. Graduate more announcers than any other university. Another curveball for strike 2 to Benji. 1-2 count. Will Scott tunes in a lot to games here at Fort Bend Christian. Happy to have him. And that ball's going to be tap foul, a defensive swing right there by Benji. Still 1-2. Will Scott is an 8th grader. As an 8th grader, wanted to do a little something for broadcasting. He was thinking maybe that's what he wanted to go into in college. And as an 8th grader, he established Eagles on the air. As ball 2 to Benji, 2-2 count. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. And this has grown into a class in the Fine Arts Department for Fort Bend Christian, a club, and what you see before you. As ball 3 high, 3-2 count to Elizondo. Will, we appreciate you. Loved your hard work in getting all this started for the students. 3-2. And that's high. Benji gets on base. For Jordan Kelly. He's been up 3 times, only one official at bat before this, however. He got a single, and last time at the plate he got a walk. Jordan officially 1 for 1. Scored a run on Chandler Bean's double in the first inning. Oh, I'm sorry, he was erased on the fielder's choice. Yeah, it was Devers who scored that second run. Here's your pitch. Check swing. That ball is going to be low. And Benji is going to steal second base. With a runner on second base, chance to do a little bit of damage here by Jordan. You know he's got pop because he popped 2 out last week. 2 over-the-fence home runs for Jordan. Curveball is going to catch that outside corner. Strike 1. 1-1 count. Big, tall left-hander, about 6'3", 6'4". Got power. Hits for good average. And smacks that one down the right field line. It's going to be foul. A little frustrated with himself. Thought he should have done more with that one. So do I. Thought he should have put that one over the fence. So let's see if he can make up for it. One, 2 count with 1 out to Jordan. Here's your curveball. Slaps that one out towards short. Benji's going to get to third base. And Jordan's going to ground out 6-3. It's going to bring up Brady Devers. The runner on third and 2 outs. Brady's 1 for 2 with a single and 2 RBIs. That's going to be down. Nice block by Diaz. Elizondo on third base. Peering in pretty close to that one, but Diaz blocked it. 1-0 pitch. Here's fastball. Fouled straight back. Freaking out at least 2 members of the broadcast team. Devers gets on. Chandler Bean will come up. He's already got a double with 2 RBIs. 5 RBIs on 6 runs for the Eagles. A wild pitch count for the other one. And that ball just fouled off by Devers. It's going to move the count to 1-2. Devers playing first base this evening. Batting fourth like a good first baseman should. got some power. Put one in the gap right here. Get a run in, get himself in scoring position would be nice. Here's your pitch, and rips one out towards right field, and we're going to get a run. Devers, with his second hit of the night, he's got a fielder's choice and 2 singles. 3 RBIs for Brady Dever. And here comes Chandler Bean. So Eagles have hit the ball pretty hard. Even Craig Kelly, who led off the inning, had a shot out to right field. Nice play. Chandler Bean slaps one foul. That was a nice play by Baker on Craig Kelly's batted ball. Lead off this inning. Eagles get one of those runs back. We have now scored in 3 out of the 4 innings, just as Second Baptist has. Score is 8-7, Second Baptist. Oh, 1 pitch into Chandler Bean. Curveball, slaps it right back towards the pitcher, makes a nice play, and gets the 1-3 ground out. Fort Bend gets a run back. And we're going to go into the 5th inning. Score is 8-7, Second Baptist leads. I probably should have said something like this. Wadlington still on the mound for Fort Bend Christian. I just found out that some of the new software that we have, Jalen Zuber wasn't quite used to running that one, so we just updated the score for you. And we'll keep up with that for the rest of the way. Leading off the 5th inning for Second Baptist, we're back to the top of the order. Center fielder Pitts. Ball inside from Wadlington. Last time up, Pitts was hit by a pitch and scored. Before that, he walked and led off the game with a single. Wadlington gets a fastball on the inside corner. Strike one, 1-1 pitch, or 1-1 count to Pitts. Wadlington tries a fastball again. That one's up and in. 6 runs on the board in the last inning for Second Baptist. They scored 1-1-0, and then last inning got those 6 runs. It's a strike on the inside corner again. Nice pitch by Sam. Curveball got on the wrong side of Pitts. And we go to a full count. Here's full count pitch. Fouled off. Good job by Second Baptist center fielder. Fight that one off. has not been retired yet in this game. Single, walk, and hit by pitch. There's a fastball fouled off again by Pitts. We're staying at 3-2. And curveball. Ball 4, or it's going to be said it hit his jersey as well. So officially that's going to be a hit by pitch for the second time in a row. A la Craig Biggio, all-time leader in hit by pitches. Twice in a row for Pitts. Pitts has got some speed. I imagine at some point he's going to be off and running in this at bat. Weisser's up. Wadlington checks him at first, throws over. First pitch into Weisser. That's going to be fouled off towards the first base side. Dever making a run for it. Good effort, just wasn't high enough. It's going to be an 0-1 count into Weisser. Weisser walked in the first, and he got a single and a flyout. Officially 1 for 2. Here's your fastball inside. I'm going to say it hit him. Must have caught his pants a little bit. It said it hit him, so here we go. His second hit batsman of the inning, starting off a little bit like last inning, as Pitts and Weisser both have been hit by pitch. And re-entering the game is the DH Callaway. He was also a hit by pitch victim last time he came up to bat, last inning. 2 runners on, nobody out. Perhaps the cold weather affecting pitching a little bit by Fort Bend and by Second Baptist, as we have 15 runs on the board in 4 innings so far. Callaway, so far tonight, a sacrifice fly, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Takes that ball inside. And that pitch by Wallingtill's fouled off. Big swing by Callaway. Ends up in a 1-1 count. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Second Baptist trying to do a little extra damage if they can this inning. Wallington trying to get that ground ball double play. Spins around, looks at second base. And so far, Pitts hasn't moved. That's going to be just a little bit down. 2-1 count into Callaway. Saw Chrissy Bonney earlier, one of our middle school teachers. Her son, Jared Bonney. Foul ball, 2-2 count. Was a catcher, starting catcher on the team when Fort Bend Christian won their only baseball state championship in 2013. Two count into Callaway, inside, 3-2. Nobody out. That ball's going to be popped up to the right-hand side. And unbelievably, it's going to land about as exactly between the second baseman and right fielder as you're going to get. That's going to end up being a base hit for Callaway. Bringing up Pettit. The first baseman, Pettit's going to come up to bat with the bases loaded and nobody out. Similar situation to last inning. Bases loaded, nobody out, and second batter is able to put 6 on the board, so damage control time for the Eagle defense. A couple of second Baptist coaches talking. I'm not sure exactly what we're considering here. Nothing happens, so Watlington will face Pettit. First pitch into Pettit with bases loaded is going to be inside. Second Baptist has an 8-7 lead. They're trying to build on that one-run advantage. 1-0 count. And Pettit fouls it back. 1-1. Pettit took a big swing at that one. Pettit's got a fly out, a line out, and a single with an RBI last time at bat. Here's another foul ball. Wallington has worked Pettit into a 1-2 count. Pettit just a sophomore for Second Baptist. Good size for this first baseman. Curveball. Almost got him, but he fought that one off to the right-hand side. Nice pitch by Sam. One-two count. Here's your fastball. That's high over the glove of Baird, and you're going to get a run come in. Pitts is going to score. And we're going to go to a 2-2 count. Second Baptist is going to put another run on the board. First run of the 5th inning. So now runners at second and third with nobody out. And a 2-2 count. That ball's inside. And we go 3-2. This has turned into a very chilly evening. 3-2, and that one's going to be smack down the third base line. It's going to be going to count that as a double, as Pettit got all the way around first base. Going to bring in 2 runs. Oh, 1 run, I'm sorry. It's going to bring in 1 run. We're going to have runners on second and third base. Now this fly ball out towards Jordan Kelly. Kelly's, well, that's going to go off of his glove. And you're going to get an E8 for Reddy, who last time got on base with an E9. Kelly had a beat on that ball, and not really sure if it caught in the lights or what. It popped right out of his glove. Second Baptist going to get another run on that one. No RBI awarded. So we're sitting on an 11-7 score right now. Wallington Gets a strike call and an inside curveball into Baker. Not getting much help on this one. Still got no outs. Some good hitting by Second Baptist and some not so great defense by the Eagles. That one's drawn in infield. Is going to get that one through. Going to get an RBI single from Baker. The RBIs are piling up for Second Baptist. It's 12-7. Runners on first and third base. Eagles got ahead 6-2 after 2 innings. And then both teams blanked in the third inning before Second Baptist scored 6 in the fourth. Fort Bend tagged on an extra run in the bottom of the fourth to bring it to 8-7. And now so far, 4 runs in the fifth. And there are still no outs. Runners on first and third base. Diaz looking to bunt, and he did go. Attempted at the bunt, strike one. Oh, 0-1 count into Diaz. Wadlington still battling on the mound. That's going to be a ground ball over to to Elizondo. He's going to pick it up, toss it to Romo. That's going to be a fielder's choice RBI for Diaz. Thirteen to 7. Second Baptist, runner on first now, and 1 out. So Fort Bend Christian having a bit of a problem with getting runners on base by hit by pitch. 5 batters hit by a pitch, and all 5 of them have scored. That fastball's right at the knees and gets a strike called, 0-1. This is Willis. He's got 2 singles, 2 RBIs, and a flyout so far. Wallington zips it over to first. Check on the pinch runner. Pinch runner for Second Baptist is Grayson Kim. It's a line drive foul by Willis, trying for his third base hit. Willis sitting on that fastball is 0-2. Wadlington zipping the ball back over to first. Nice job by Brady Devers to pick one out of the dirt there. Keep us in line for a double play ball. We can get this grounder. Ball inside. 1-2. That's a good pitch to make on an 0-2. Get a batter to swing and miss on that one. Willis held off. Here's your curveball. Perhaps a high strike call, but we'll take the strike. 1-1. Fastball from Wallington gets it. Rivers trying to keep it rolling for Second Baptist. That's going to be high and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Into the Second Baptist second baseman. Here comes Wadlington. Strike called, and a stolen base now by Kim. He's going to be on third. There you go. Counts 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-2. Turn your caps around. And here's Wallington's next pitch. Curveball. Just staying alive, Rivers. Nice job to stay alive. That's a good-looking pitch by Wadlington. Nice job by Rivers to keep that one going. Pretty good pitch by Waddington, tailing away, but Rivers stayed on it, gets his single and an RBI. His first base hit of the evening. And for the second inning in a row, Second Baptist has put 6 runs on the board. 14-7. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Again for the Eagles. This is a good lineup. Fort Bend Christian Field's a good lineup every game. We have graduated so many pitchers in the last 3 or 4 years, though. We've got a lot of position guys who are coming in to pitch. Kind of the same thing our girls softball team is going through. Had an all-star pitcher last year, but due to some different circumstances, ended up having to move to another area, and we lost a pitcher. And so now we've got position players doing our pitching in softball. But again, an all-star lineup for swinging the bat. They are as good as they come. For Second Baptist, Pitts waiting for his 5th at bat. As Eagles are still meeting on the mound, looks like a couple of changes are coming. One thing for sure, Blaine Baird still at catcher. It looks like Marcos Romo is coming in to pitch. So from from left field to second base to pitch. So Romo comes to the mound. I have not seen him pitch before. I know his brother had a wicked curveball back in the day. I have to see where everybody else is going to be going. Wadlington likely back over to second base. Probably just a straight-up change between him and Romo. Marcos Romo played some football. Last year, he was the all-star holder for our kicking game. Actually made a pretty awesome highlight of his holding exploits. Marcos, one of the members of the baseball team that's also on the broadcast team. While we have just a minute, as Marcos fixes some of the gear he's not allowed to have on right now, we're going to take a moment and say for the second time, thank you very much to our sponsor, Memorial Hermann Health System. But visit memorialhermann.org to find a physician, access your electronic medical record, make an in-person appointment, or schedule a virtual visit. That's memorialhermann.org. Memorial Hermann, advancing health and personalizing care. Thank you to Memorial Hermann, one of our year-long sponsors. For our baseball and softball season, we have Memorial Hermann, Vic Construction. The Fox family has joined in our number of sponsors. We wish to say a big thank you to all of them and what they do to help further Eagles on the Air. Again, our next broadcast is going to be March 25th. Home softball game, followed the very next night on the 26th with a home baseball game. Here comes center fielder Pitts again. He is 1 for 1, a single, a walk, and 2 hit by pitch. In the last 2 at-bats, takes ball 1 high. And takes strike 1. Nice slider by Romo. 1-1 into pitch now. 2 outs, runner on first base. Pitch trying to keep his clean slate. That's a curveball. Misses inside. You can understand him wanting to dive away from that. His last two at bats, he has been hit by a pitch. Well, the last one is kind of just a jersey. He pops this one up over towards shortstop. Elizondo underneath. Elizondo has it, and that long inning is over. For the first time, we get Mr. Pitts out. So, Eagles have some work to do, down 14-7, going into the bottom of the fifth inning. We'll be right back.
We go. Dad. Okay. Say the first. Say the first thing you said with the preamble. Keep going. You didn't say it either. Yeah. Okay. We the people of the United States of America, in order to form the most perfect. Bruh. We the people of the United States, in order to form the most perfect union, establish justice, ensure prevent discrimination release, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and deep in the heart of Texas, I'll be right. You know how one of my favorite music is. I know you know this song. No. My hand's actually kind of cracked off, so. Oh, that boy would have gotten knocked out. Hey, Marcos. Wait, when did they get 14? I thought they were at 13. Actually, I did a box.
This is Marcos Romo, who just came in to pitch, leading off. Bottom of the fifth. Eagles got some damage to do themselves now. Pitch going to be called a strike from Fuhr. Have to give it to the kid. He's been sitting a lot as the last two innings he's come in to pitch, but he's been doing a lot of sitting while his team has been doing a lot of walking and hitting. That's strike two called to the outside corner. Last couple of innings, Second Baptist put up 6 and 6 runs. They got 14 runs on just 9 hits. Eagles have 7 runs on 7 hits. Curveball towards Romo. And Fuhr is going to come off the mound and make that play himself. So Romo pops out to pitcher. And Clay Krish is going to come up. Clay has a single and a strikeout this evening, 1 for 2. Ball outside. Clay playing right field this evening. So strike call the outside corner. We are getting some outside corner calls in this inning so far. Clay just a sophomore. Pretty young team of the Eagles. Craig Kelly, Luke Thrutchley, Jordan Kelly, and Sam Wildington are the only seniors on the team. Good fight off there by Krish. But he gets to a 1-2 count. Bunch of juniors on this team, a few sophomores, and one lone freshman, Will Likey. One-two pitch is going to be slapped out towards right field. Second Baptist right fielder Baker comes in, makes that play, and we've got 2 quick outs. In the bottom of the fifth. Blaine Baird steps in. Such a good rivalry back and forth by these two teams. Many, 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 many years of fighting. There's another strike in the outside corner. I tell you, Fuhr's coming in after a long rest of sitting down while his team put 6 runs on the board. He's come in and firing strikes here. Maybe it's because it's so cold. He wants to go and sit down. Curveball, swing and a miss by Baird, 0-2. That ball bounces way in front of the plate. One, 2 count, 2 outs. Blaine Baird trying to get something going for the Eagles. It's a ball outside on that slider. And 3-2 count now. And it's gonna be ball 4. Oh my! I mean, I'm glad for the call. I think it might have been. So Barrett is going to walk, and he's going to give way for a pinch runner right now. Sorrell Taylor is going to come in and pinch run so Blank can go get ready to catch the 6th inning. Strange game, but just another in the long line of games between these two teams that have been kind of strange. Fort Bend Christian with a 6-2 lead. Losing that lead in the 4th and the 5th innings, giving up 6 runs in both innings on a host of hit-by-pitch plays. Foul ball by Wadlington. Try to get something going on the bottom of your lineup right here. After Baird walked, get Wadlington on, and we'll get the top of lineup up. Try to do some damage of our own. 0-1 pitch into Sam. Curveball goes low. 1-1. And strike 2 on that slurve, kind of a slider curve. Nice looking pitch as it looks like it's coming maybe inside a little bit. Curves back over the plate. 1-2. Time call. Pitcher taking a little bit too much time. Wallington will strike out. That's a good inning by Fuhr. Excellent job after sitting for so long, coming back in. Getting the Eagles 1-2, a walk, and then a third. We are going into the 6th inning. Heading into the 6th inning, Romo will still be on the mound. Needing to shut down inning. We'll be right back. Second Baptist sends a young man who ran for Callaway earlier. No, I'm sorry, he ran for Diaz earlier, I think. I'm not sure anymore, but this is Kim, number 3, Kim, and he gets one right down the third base line. He's got some speed, and his wheels are getting him into second base with a double. Leadoff double for Kim in Second Baptist is rolling again. Kim was in for Weiser. Bringing up Callaway. Callaway has a sacrifice fly, a walk, hit by pitch, and a single. Officially, 1 for 1 with an RBI. Ball low to Callaway. And that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. Elizondo up with it. Fires over to first base. Gets the play as Callaway really not running well tonight. He's been looked at by the coach a couple of times. He was hoping he didn't have anything wrong, but that play is going to go 6-3 for the first out. Taylor made double play ball if Kim had not gotten a second on his shot down the third baseline. That ball's flat out towards right field. Oh, it was a nice throw. What a throw. Kim's going to be safe. He's quick, but what a throw by Clay Krish. Makes the catch in right field and then shoots it in. That was a one-hopper right on the base to Bean. So a fly out by Pettit. It's going to bring up Reddy. Nope. This is looks like a pinch hitter. This is number 11. Hutnance. Excuse me again. Having a hard time reading the writing. Ball 2. Let's see if I have the name listed. Hutnance. Second Baptist Jr. That ball on the third base line. Bean dives and knocks it down to hold Hutnance to a single. Hutnance is going to get an RBI single. And that single is going to be an RBI. Here comes Baker, right fielder. Ball 1 from Romo. So a run has come in. We got 2 outs. And Hutnance, pinch hitter, standing on first base. It's going to be another base hit to left field. Again, a nice throw by Kelly, but it's going to one hop. So Hutnance is going to get to third base, and a single will be turned into a double or a second base by Baker as he takes second on the throw. His third single of the game to go along with 2 strikeouts. He's 3 for 5. Diaz comes up to the plate with runners on second and third base. Had a chance to get out of the inning there with just 1 run allowed, and now Second Baptist threatening another big number. Romo slider is going to be called a ball, a little low. Nice block by Baird, ball 2. Two-0 pitch is going to be low and out, ball 3. 3-0 to Diaz. And there's strike one. Romo coming back to bring it to a 3-1 count. Get this third out. Hold the damage to 1. Foul ball, strike 2. Romo fighting back from 3-0 to 3-2. So 3-2 with 2 outs. That one's pulled foul. Ooh, good pitch by Romo. Diaz stays alive by just tipping it. Still 3-2 with 2 outs. Runners on second and third for Diaz. Here comes Romo. I'm saying that's been called a strike a lot tonight, and he did not get the call on that pitch. Ball 4. Bases are loaded. And we'll get a pinch runner in for Diaz as Willis comes to the plate. Willis 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 RBIs. I'd say overall, maybe even more damage has been done by the bottom of the lineup for Second Baptist tonight. Ball 1 comes into Willis. Hitters 6 through 9, looking at high fly ball out into left field. Caught by Kelly in the third out. So in the end, just 1 run comes in. Bases were loaded. Willis flies out to end that threat. Fort Bend Christian comes up to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning, needing a bunch of runs. You've only scored 1 run in the last 3 innings, so here's hoping we could put a little something together, make some moves, get right back into this game. One of the year-long sponsors we have, Vic Construction. Vic Construction is an award-winning, excuse me, my lips are a little bit frozen, an award-winning remodeling company located in Sugar Land, Texas, serving the Houston area, providing exceptional remodeling services to homes and small business owners. Our company is family-owned, operated with over 60 years of combined experience in project design and construction. With a quality-first philosophy, we firmly believe that our clients' lives are being improved through the services we provide. Improve your world with Vic Construction. Like I mentioned, one of the 3 full-year sponsors that we have. Eagles on the Air does offer season-long or full-year sponsorships. And this year we've had a host of companies take advantage of this. Also, while I have a moment, I'll thank the Fox family, our newest sponsor. Brand new family here at Fort Bend Christian that has decided to jump in and help out Eagles on the Air. Hope to have 1 or more of their kids join Eagles on the Air a little bit later on. New pitcher on the mound for Second Baptist. I'm trying to get a number here. It looks like number 6. Number 6 for Second Baptist is Thomas Willis. He's moving over from third base. And looking over at the third baseman, looks like is Fuhrer. So they're going to trade places. Now, Fuhrer did a great job pitching the last couple of innings. My guess is now Callaway, the DH, will be out of the game. And Fuhrer will come in to play third. Might have been some more changes. I'm trying to see any new faces or numbers that I can tell, but I'm not seeing a whole lot. First pitch to Craig Kelly leading off. Bottom of the sixth inning is a swinging strike. Strike two to Kelly. Kelly has a single, a walk, and a F9, which was tagged last time he was at bat. He hit it hard. Right fielder made an excellent play. He's down 0-2 here. Kelly fouls this one straight back. Nice swing on that one. Oh two. That's going to be down. Yeah, if you called that one a strike, I was gonna yell. 1-2 to Kelly. Kelly started off this game, had a good first 3 innings, into some trouble in the fourth. Playing a good left field right now. That ball's popped up. Third baseman underneath of it, and a little bit of a trouble with it, but as Fuhrer makes that play, figures you come off the mound to go play third base, and the first ball goes to you. Here comes Elizondo. Benji tonight, he's got a fly out, a single, a walk, and an RBI. Walked his last at bat. Strike from Willis. 0-1. Benji's played a good shortstop tonight. I haven't seen him a lot at short. That ball's outside. One pitch. Strike. Willis got a little pop on it right there. And strike three. Off speed pitch. Gets Elizondo. 2 outs. Jordan Kelly comes up to bat. Gonna do a little damage here. Put something in the gap. Get in a scoring position. Get your team a chance to extend an inning. Who knows? 2 out rallies happen all the time. First pitch into Kelly. Gonna be low. Fastball. Got the dirt. Kelly aggressive on that one. Fouls that one way back. One pitch into Kelly. Swing and a miss. Ball looks like it was either on the outside corner and missed, or perhaps Jordan just missed it on the outside corner. But either way, 1-2 with 2 outs. Kelly trying to stay alive, trying to keep the Eagles in this, the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-2 pitch is low. Good patience by Jordan. Jordan tonight with a single, a ground out, and a walk. Fights off that pitch as well. Foul off to the left-hand side. He'll reset and come back with the 2-2. There's it. There it is again, 2-2-2. Rally count. And that ball's low. So 3-2. Payoff. He's going to get him. High fastball gets Kelly on a strikeout. Eagles go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the sixth. Here you go for the seventh. Sammy Williams, baseball introduction for her announcing career. Here she comes. We'll be right back.
Well, hey, everybody. Okay, so number 15 is up to bat. He has a pop fly kind of right past the infield. Gets caught by Benji, number 8. Benji Elizondo. Number 7 is up to bat right now for Second Baptist. It's going to be strike 3 for number 7. 2 outs right now in the top of the 7th inning. And we have number 3 up to bat right now. Petite. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I was looking at their positions. Grayson Kim. And that's strike 1. Now ball 1. It's going to be strike 2 for Marcos Romo. And that's going to be strike 3. Wow, that was a great inning for Marcos. Second Baptist coming up to warm up for their half of the inning. Hopefully we can get some bases loaded here and maybe some home runs. That'd be fun. It's really cold tonight. I don't know what temperature it is. Let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, what's the temperature? 54 degrees outside tonight. I'm in shorts. Wasn't a good idea on my part. So we're leading off with Devers, number 14 for the Eagles. On deck is Chandler Bean Jr. and then Marcos Romo Jr. Brady is up now. Hopefully he'll lead us off with a big grand slam or something like that. Wow. Line drive out to right field. Got in that pocket. He's going to round first and make it to second. Wow, that was a good hit. That was really good. We have Chandler Bean coming up now. A new junior. He just got here in the second semester. Ball tipped right off the top of the end of the bat. It's going to count as strike one for Chandler. It's a high ball. Count was 1-1. Strike two. Fastball right down the center. It's going to be called strike three. We have Marcos Romo up to bat. One out for the Eagles right now. Oh, I guess we're both Eagles. One out for the Fort Bend Christian Eagles. It's going to be a high ball to the right side of the plate. Clay Krish is up next to bat, and after him is... Well, that's the game. Ending score is 15-7, Second Baptist Eagles. Both teams fought very hard tonight. Hopefully when we see them at their place, it'll be a little bit of a different ending. Next game is on the 25th. It's going to be a softball game against somebody. We don't know yet. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Eagles on the Air. Goodbye and good night. Stay safe. I think that was actually really bad. I mean, not too bad. It just wasn't very interesting, so I didn't have anything to say. Did you hear me talking about the weather? Oh, during the pitching thing, or whenever they had like the warm-ups, I said it's really cold out here tonight. temperature it is. And so I asked Siri, and then I got the temperature, and then I said, it's 54 degrees right now. I'm wearing